title. Hop on to Final Fantasy XIV and get some more levels in Pictomancer. I want to get this Pictomancer to 90 so that way we can do the main story quest of Dawntrail. On that with as Pictomancer. Close out. This. Seeing this. Yeah, there it is. There's the titles. Down a smidge. Hopefully the entry, the login queue isn't too terrible. Yeah, 16 people. Okay, we're good. I had a friend logging in earlier, and they were they were enjoying an 800-person queue. But me, no, I've been pretty lucky. They've been double digits. Ooh, while that's doing that, I'm gonna get some water. Right. Okay. Up so that we cover up the chat. In case anyone in chat says in-game chat says anything spicy. 800, nice long wait. Yeah, and it ticks down by like 15, 16 people. So it's a 800 people would be a good half-hour wait, I would think. Yeah, here's the progress so far. We're level 85. I'm all dressed up in my dwarf gear. Get a nice threatening looking paintbrush on our back. The actual gear, it's the item level 530. Figure that'll probably carry me to 90, and then once we hit 90, then we'll start wearing some entirely different gear. And we got the fancy Azima's earrings, which are a pre-order bonus of it. They're handy little earrings. 30% more EXP while level 90 and below, so it helps you get lower levels quick gone through. All right, so the first thing I want to do, we actually have a job quest to do. Probably get at that first. When you get to certain level thresholds in some of the jobs, you unlock quests that not only continue the story of the job that you've taken up, but sometimes they'll also unlock abilities, skills, and whatnot. Where are you? You're all the way out there, so I want to teleport to the Lancers Guild. That is, if I can click on the Aetherite properly. Let's wear an umbrella. Sick of this rain. Yeah. Now we're classy. Right, and that's actually something I was going to use. Not the HUD layout. I was actually going to see if limiting the frames would probably help, because I remember Remember, we did have some hiccups here and there. Settings. System config. There we go. Yeah, there we go. If we limit it to 60, then that should make things a little better. If not, then I'll have to knock the stream down to 720p next time we play this. Perspectives in Pursuit. I see you've been diligent in your training, Crick. Look more confident with that magic brush on your back and exude the aura of a proficient Pictomancer, Kupo. I can readily tell these things, for I once traveled with a pair of Pictomancers, after all. Boy, flashback. Your soul crystal used to belong to one of them, in fact. His name was... French word I cannot pronounce. And he was an exemplar of our art. Oh, what is it? Janquetelak. Lacque? I'm Canadian. I should be able to pronounce this. Oh. Probably assume this little lady right here is Realm. Oh, no. That's his apprentice, a girl named Beruru. So that's Beruru, not Realm. Despite having seen only 16 summers, she's already accomplished Pictomancer, and she's the friend of mine who's missing, Kupo. Oh, we're looking for another Pictomancer. Missing? That's a bit of a worry, isn't it? Well, she's missing in the sense that I don't know where she is, but I don't fear for her safety. With her abilities, she can more than fend for herself. It was hard for Beruru when Janquetelak passed away. Okay, he's unfortunately dead. He was a grandfather to her. Even now, she must be feeling so terribly alone. That's why I want to find her and make amends. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to learn anything about where she might have gone. Won't give up. In hopes of picking up Beruru's trail, will retrace my journeys with her, aid those in need along the way. I'm glad you like the plan. Now you'll want to bundle up extra warm because our first stop will be in Kurthis. Camp Dragonhead, to be precise. Shall we? Oh boy, time to go to the eternally winter place. Kurthis Central Highlands. We are in the blistering cold when it's summer outside. Don't need an umbrella. Need insulation instead. Yeah, of course he's shivering. Googles can't be out in this cold. God, it's cold, Kupo. It's like when I visited it with Janquetelak and Beruru. Beruru had never seen snow before, and she was the picture of glee. She rolled up a snowball and threw it at me with all her might. Then she threw another, and soon I found myself in dire straits. Oh, I am in dire straits. Entirely different. Yes, just so. I found myself buried in dire straits. Wait a moment. What are you doing here, Mr. Hera? Oh, hey, it's the... Oh, no, what a curious coincidence that we should cross paths here. The Hera that started this whole job quest. Here. I've come to the camp as an emissary for Gridania. Alas, my Ishgardian counterpart, whom I was to meet, was wounded during a training exercise prior to my arrival. Tended to him as best I could, but I'm afraid the outlook is grim. Oh dear, are his injuries that grave? While the injury itself wasn't life-threatening, the resulting wound has soured. Poison courses through his body, against which my magics are ineffective, and now he burns with a terrible fever. Just this moment I recalled a treatment that would purge the impurity, but it requires the horn of a rare heart beast. I have no skill in hunting. This sounds like a job for our promising Pictomancer. Crick here can find this hot beast and take it down with a few swift brushstrokes. Indeed. You would hate me again? Your kindness knows no bounds. Just an adventurer. I'm also a dwarf. It would be prudent to question the garrison about the heart beast. The creatures are rare, but the knights may have sighted one during the patrols. Sure. Perfect, we'll have that horn ready in no time. Let's speak to the bright-eyed knight. And ignore the fate that just triggered. Ah, Craig, you are ever welcome here. Is there aught you require? Yeah, you've seen a rare creature called a heart beast or something? Yours is an elusive quarry indeed. Happens though a comrade of mine chanced upon a heart beast by the steel vigil only yesterday. With luck it should be near. Cool. One of these 3 locations. Observe nothing of note. I'll use this time to ready up these things. That's one habit I gotta get in playing this. The creature motif, weapon motif, and landscape motif are instant casts outside of combat. So having those up here helps speed things along. This guy's gonna get in our way, so we'll go ahead and slap him. That's the magic of art, ladies and gentlemen. You can take out a dragon in a mere stroke. By a horned silhouette by the entrance to the Weeping Saint. A heart beast, perhaps? Any of the Fabled games? No, I don't think I ever have. Our heart beast. Here, you can have a hammer. You have obtained his horn. Now we'll head back on our flying dog. Yes, we have obtained the heart beast horn. Now grind it up and feed it to him. You only ever played the first one? Ah. Used to prepare an infusion for the ailing knight at once. No sooner did you arrive here than you helped a soul in need. No, well done, Crick. hadn't expected to aid the same person twice, but the road is full of surprises, and a Pictomancer prospers from every experience. You yourself said the journey is of paramount importance to the Pictomancer. Maybe I'll ask the second one, though. Why the strong emphasis on helping others? I help others in other roles, like Summoner and Machinist. Unlike paint on a canvas, the images of a Pictomancer creates are ephemeral. And they can make a lasting difference and change someone's fate for the better. Medium for magic, our works have the power to help, and helping is precisely what Archon Realm intended for our art to be used for. By the way, you've been to Ishgard before, yes? Looking back on your first visit, what emotions and sensations have remained with you most strongly? Ooh, that's a tough one. The warmth I found amidst a bitter cold, the sorrow of those caught in an undone war, the grief of losing a dear friend. I'll say the grief. Gotta remember our pal Halchafont. Ours was an arduous journey indeed, Kupo. I can scarcely imagine just how difficult your trials must have been. Because you've experienced such loss, I think, that you've been able to fight on for those who can do so no longer. Damn straight. Thank you for sharing this with me, Greg. To hear what's important to you, it inspires me to be hopeful, Kupo. Now, as I did back in Gridania, I'll make inquiries here about my friend Beruru. Until it's time for us to move on, I bid you keep up your training. Yes. Cool, and since we're 85, I can already go ahead and do the next one. The Crate Beyond. Oh, that maddening glint in your eyes, the abysmal posture of one who has produced too many works in far too little time. I can tell you've been training hard, Kupo. Aura, too, has burgeoned since we last spoke. Lending you the mysterious mane of an artist undergoing a wild and wonderful evolution. Yeah, whatever. You think I'm making this up, do you? That I'm stringing together vaguely relevant, affirming words? Oh, ye of little faith. Matron. Exactly, Kubo. We should thank the matron for... Wait, all the best to Philica and her bounties, but why are we thanking her? That's the, Oh. That's the healer and the guy he was tending to. I thank the matron that you may speak before you depart, of course. I have someone here who wishes to express his gratitude. Our guardian friend has made a full recovery and is thanks to the horn you brought. Selfless actions have saved my life. I know not how I can ever repay you. Don't need don't need for that, Kupo. To see you hale and whole is repayment enough. Given to understand you're searching for someone. A traveling painter? Indeed I am. Her name is Beruru, and she's my very best friend. Moved by endeavor, I took the liberty of making inquiries among my comrades. Alas, none recall having seen such an individual. Patrolling the border is one of our chief duties. We would have noticed if your friend passed through. My apologies could not be of aid. Still, to have confirmation that Beruru wasn't here is helpful. Thank you, Kupo. Least I could do for my saviors. Now we must attend to our next meeting, but I wish you well on the journey ahead. And they're off. Sign of Beruru in this place. Oh. Being asked to assume the substitute doll. There it is. Thank you for the redeem, Nathan. Where could Beruru be? May have not found any clues here, but with some luck we'll find her at our next destination, Kugane. Getting there, however, will prove a challenge, unless you've visited the Far East before, Crick. Yeah, I can aetherite travel there. It's all good. Wonderful. That makes our lives much easier, Kupo. Listen closely. I have here a lovingly crafted and blessedly breathable hempen sack. I want you to stuff me inside and teleport to Kugane with you. Oh, that works. Being Garp, it's a well-considered request. While I may not be replete with teleportation anima like you, I can take along as one of your belongings. So stuff me in a sack. I can take it, Kupo. Okay, fine. Get in the sack. You're now carrying a Kupopo-sized sack. It would be prudent to handle our burden with the utmost care until such time as we reach Kugane. Probably have to teleport there. Yeah, we do. Slumbers inside the hempen sack, snug as a grub in the soil. Gotta go to a particular spot in Kugane. Simple teleport over there. Now we open the sack. Ah, what a peaceful nap that was, Kupo. And I see we've arrived safely in Kugane. The city is impossibly picturesque as ever. Why, when I first arrived here with Baru and Janquil Balak, I thought we were in a waking dream, Kupo. We were all fascinated by Far Eastern art, especially the bright, bold presentations of ukiyo-e prints. Treat to view so many pieces up close. What of you, Crick? What do you recall most vividly about your first visit here? How excited I was to travel distant lands, how desperate I was to turn the tide of the rebellion, how furious I was at a conniving Namazu. Let's go with the first one. So were we, Kupo. Everything felt fresh and fascinating. Ruru was so taken with the scenery, she climbed to the highest rooftops she could to behold the city in all its splendor. Immersing ourselves in different cultures stirs the heart and broadens the mind like few other things can. Right then, I'd like to begin searching for Baruru, and I think the tea house is a good place to start. The proprietors ought to be able to strike down this hapless fool. Precisely, Kupo. The proprietors ought to be able to strike down this hapless... Wait, who's getting struck down? Hold on a moment. It's a soul in need of aid. What troubles you, good sir? Oh, turbulent tides take me. I am an art dealer from Oldar, you see, and I came to Kugane to sell a masterpiece I acquired in Eorzea. Nary a day before we arrived, we were engulfed in a terrible storm. We rocked and rolled, barely able to keep the ship from capsizing. And in the chaos, the crate containing my precious piece was cast into the rolling waves. Terrible, Kupo. Is there any chance that it could be found? Assuming it wasn't dragged into the fathomless depths, the sailors tell me the crate is likely drifted into the Ruby Sea, Confederate waters. No one is willing to go and search for me. I believe it's your time to shine again, Crick. You can help this poor fellow, yes? Yeah, we're buddies with the Confederate. Well acquainted with the pirates, you say? If you could speak them about my crate, I would be grateful beyond words. Yeah, sure thing. Those two are just going to wait in that corner. Now we got to go to this particular spot. Actually, probably be better just to warp to this one. 'Cause this one is actually underwater. Pretty crazy how tall that fucking tower is. That particular tower is called Heaven on High, and it's the. Oh, okay, no, there actually is the tip. It actually does end. Look at that. Yeah, that's a deep dungeon where you can explore, and it's another way to grind for levels. Get some neat stuff from it too. I never touched it though. I don't really care to do it. Oh, well, visiting our friend Crick. What brings you back these parts? Business with Rasho and Tansui, perhaps? Actually, I'm looking for some crates that washed up. Some belong to a painter. Crate containing a piece of art. As a matter of fact, we fished something like that out of the water not long ago. You well know the Ruby Seas are our territory, and anything the tides delivers us is ours by right. Cannot just hand it over. We owe so much to Crick. I haven't forgotten. That being the case, why don't we make it interesting and have a friendly contest for the crate? Challenge accepted. That's the spirit. We'll make it simple. Hunting ogre crabs. Both sides will get the same amount of bait. The person who catches more crabs is the winner. Alright then, once you used up your bait, bring the shells to me as proof. I'll be waiting. Let the contest begin. Who's gonna rush that one? You need only lay your bait by the shore and dispatch any ogre crabs that take it. No bait left, come back and show me the shells you collected from your kills. Bombfish is looking at me funny. I was hoping to paint that before it's summoned. Yeah, us by merely a single shell. Crate was what the merchant was after. Yeah, it probably would have been nice if we actually could look at it. Yeah, I'm hoping this is actually the crate. Never got to actually open up and confirm its contents. Oh, traitors be praised, this is the very crate I lost, and it's still intact. You truly are godsend, adventurer. Words fail to express my gratitude. I said that you could track down the crate. Excellent work, Crick. Remind me, what was it this crate again? A painting? After it had been adrift so long, I hope it hasn't been ruined. Judging by its condition, I want to believe all is well, but let us see. Thank the traitors, 'tis unharmed. And there I thought I'd packaged it excessively. Black my palm! That's one of Genquiltalac's pieces, Kupo. Oh, you have a keen eye. Indeed, this is the work of the traveling artist, Genquiltalace, painted in the winter of his years. I purchased a few moons ago from a young lady who was his apprentice. Baru, Kupo, I've been searching all over for you. Do you know where she is? Oh, she was a friend of yours, I take it. Please tell me everything you know, where you met, where she might be now, everything. I don't know how to say this, but from what I have heard, your friend has passed on. Oh, dear. She had come to Oldar to sell a small trove of Jean Coutelac's paintings. His works are extremely rare, so it caused quite a stir among art dealers. Expensive though the pieces were, it didn't take long for her to sell them all. Once she disappeared. Her belongings were apparently strewn about her inn-room, yet there was nary a sign of foul play. None have seen her since, and 'tis rumored she found a quiet place to end her life. No, I knew Janquiltalac's death let a void in her heart, but Barudu wouldn't have. She couldn't have. This is a rumor, nothing more. We don't know until it's certain. But forgive me. It was not my intent to cause you distress with these grim tidings. It was because of them, in fact, that this piece failed to sell in Eorzea. Thus did I bring it all the way to the Far East, hoping to find a buyer here instead. Now, it isn't much, but please accept this as a token of my gratitude. With that, I must take my leave of you and go meet with a prospective client. Well, that's some unfortunate news. Sorry, Crick. You did well. You did. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a while, Kupo. Yeah. Gotcha. Now we have to be level 88 for the next one. That's exactly what we're going to do right now. first, we are going to go to here. Discovered one way to get some EXP real quick is to do the beast tribes. We do our beast tribe quests for the day. For here, then we get a good chunk of EXP to hopefully get us a couple levels, or at least up to 86. I think we might hit 87. Yeah, just gonna talk to this guy. Yeah, because we'll get a whopping 1 million EXP for doing these quests. Didn't accept all of them. Yeah, it's no longer beast tribe quests or tribal quests now. It's now society quests. Because at this point of the story, the entirety of Aor's, the entirety of this whole world, save for Tural, this whole world is now kind of like in unity. Everyone's working together. Everyone is friends. There's no wars and whatnot. So it's a society instead of just being split between humans and beasts. Okay, so our first one actually happens to be within the town down here. Just have to hand out 3 flyers to here, have an advertisement. Probably, we're on these docks. Yeah, they're there. Now we just have to go along the beach. Oh, now we're gonna go all the way back here. back along the beach. Crab needs to shove off. That's all done. Or anything. All right. By dungeons. A 24-minute wait time. That's how it be. Do some fates while we're waiting for that. This one, we just have to gather up these blossoms and then turn them into an NPC while avoiding the enemies. Alternatively, you can also beat up the enemies and get these blossoms. Let's go turn these in. Hopefully not pulling any of the bad guys. There. We don't have to stick around for that, thankfully. Just as long as we turn some in. Now we'll head to the next one. Yeah, there we go. Not as much EXP as doing those society tribe quests, but it's better than nothing. It's also better than having to wait 23 minutes to queue up for a dungeon. My experience, a trick with these fates, when you got this many people doing them, it does help to be in a party, but if you can't get into a party, then all you really have to do is just spam AoE skills. And you're guaranteed the gold medal. You get gold, and that's the maximum amount of EXP and other goodies you can get. This one's annoying because these guys have a really large AoE. As you can see. Hammer skill that the Pictomancer can do is pretty fun, and hits pretty hard too. Gotta wait for the enemy to spawn. One 9 minutes and I'm still after number 50, the waiting list number. A couple more fates, we might actually hit 86. Way over there? I think I'm already over there. One more fate will hit 85 or 86. I'm only at waiting list number 43 for my bloody dungeon run. Nice. There we go. Six. Now we're just flying around for more fates to pop up. There we go. Still. That's number 24. 22 minutes have passed. Average wait time of 27 minutes. Oh, nice. The animations are different now. Good. Now we're at waiting list number 11. Oh, hey, it popped. Do it then. See what we get. Hero's Gauntlet, okay. Portrait. Totally made a portrait for this class. Yeah, it's fairly lengthy. It's part of the main story, which is one reason why it's fairly lengthy. Nah, I'm good. I'm used to how these dungeons are lengthy. We're at the end anyway. It's gonna be one more boss. But I do fear after this, we will probably have to wrap up the stream. I stood in that like an idiot. There he goes. Sure, do the healer. Oh, I already have that one. Oh, didn't get it anyway. Oh, that didn't even... That only took us like halfway to 86. Oh. Oh, I can't do it. Your need. Oh. Levelings. You know, leveling's also a long time. Yeah, 6 hours. It's definitely how it feels. I'm gonna do that one off stream because it is starting to get a touch late time wise. Oh yeah, that was a little Sunday stream. Over to the ending. That, yeah. Started another playthrough of Final Fantasy Adventure, which we'll continue on with that in the coming streams. We've got a couple more levels in our Pictomancer. That'll be the end of the stream for tonight. Next stream I have listed for Monday because for Monday it's Canada Day for me, and that means day off. Everything's closed. Everyone celebrate Canada's birthday, that sort of thing. So due to that, I am thinking. Well, there'll definitely be a stream at the usual time, but I'm depending on how the day goes, I might actually try to start it a little earlier. Yeah, start it a little earlier or something. Though a fair warning, though, I think the stream will probably focus mostly on Final Fantasy XIV because I really do want to get this Pictomancer to 90, so that on Wednesday's stream we can jump right back into the main story quest as a Pictomancer instead of as a summoner. Yeah. As for when that Monday stream will be, as I said, that depends on how things go. Like if it ends up being like a quiet afternoon for me or something, I might actually start it at like, I'm thinking 2 p.m. Eastern, and then I'll just stream for as long as I can bring myself to do. So yeah, expect it to be a pretty lengthy stream, maybe. But that depends. I'll announce it in the Discord when it happens. And then I've got another stream lined up for Wednesday where we will focus on the main story of the expansion Dawntrail. And because the expansion itself releases this coming Tuesday, so by doing the MSQ on Wednesday, that means I might get more people watching me. I don't know. Because I would suspect that there's not a whole lot of people watching due to the fact that they don't want to be spoiled on Dawntrail. And since I'm still relatively early in the main story quest, I shouldn't have a problem. And then there's a stream slated for Thursday where we will continue in Final Fantasy Adventure and maybe play some other games too. Do stick around though, because I would like to send you guys out on a raid. Although I only have one person watching me. Oh well. Yeah, let's just go raid rare. I'm not seeing anyone that I want to raid. Rare Gangster, she is doing her rune level 1 playthrough of Elden Ring as she typically does. Go ahead and send the raid out to her. Feel free to join in on that raid. I'm sure she'd appreciate it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So again, next stream will be on Monday. Again, don't know when exactly it'll happen. It might end up being like a lengthy all-day deal, or I could just start it at the usual time. I'll mention it on Discord. So with all that said, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good night. Hope to see you all tomorrow, and please enjoy Rare Gangster.